Spiel again for YouTube.
4 score and 7. Fuck. Hang on. I did have the whole thing. I don't even have the Gettysburg Address pulled up.
Forrest, do you want to introduce yourself in front of your screen and explain what information you'll be presenting us with? You don't have to.
I do.
Okay, we're live on Twitch. That looks good. Let me... Perfect. YouTube's showing up. YouTube comments are showing up.
Did you update your stream description?
Yes, I did that yesterday.
Good boy.
This is weird. I've never been live on YouTube.
Is it a little delayed?
It always is, yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll do my little spiel again. 7 years ago, the whole Gettysburg Address, I did this on Twitch. It was very dramatic. I am Ryan.
I'm Kel.
And we are covering the election today for you, so you don't have to watch mainstream media and be freaking out all the time. We are your gay newscasters, and we are here to let you know what is happening today. I'm freaking out a little bit, but
I'm also
we're fine.
freaking out. I'm
This
not
is
okay.
helping. This is helping a little bit. Over here, we'll switch to... Is your lab plugged in and everything?
No. My screen's also not.
Like your lab's not plugged in? Try saying something?
Hello.
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 Over here we have Forrest, who is our Steve Karnacki for the day. And we should have, Kentucky and Indiana votes coming in now. Do you have any updates on Indiana and Kentucky yet?
I do have something about Indiana. Allen County, Indiana. We have 43.5% of the vote in. Trump won this county by 11 points in 2020.
Okay.
He's only winning it right now by less than 5. So that is a 6-point swing towards the Democrats. So that is impressive. Harris is not likely to win Indiana by any means, but Trump doing poor in these safe GOP states is telling.
Perfect, thank you so much. I think your microphone's very quiet. Let me actually plug this in and so I can listen in on the stream audio and see how it sounds.
Yeah.
Thank you, Forrest.
Yeah, is it plugged in properly, Forrest?
Yeah.
Try it again.
Hello. We are live.
I'm getting nothing.
Can you hear me?
Say it again.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, shit. Well, we might have to have you switch to using the other microphone.
The handheld?
Yeah, I think it's right down there on a speaker. Or on the, you see where it is.
Is it a Bluetooth mic or
No, it's a Shure.
the lav? Is that one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, continue giving us updates so I can make sure the audio is fine.
I really don't have any major updates. Pennsylvania's turnout is sounding very good. Philadelphia in particular. Michigan turnout is being reported as higher than 2020. Georgia turnout, I think, is going to match or exceed 2020. And of course, we know that Democrats won Georgia in 2020 by 10,000 votes. So historically higher turnout in Democrat for benefits Democrats. So we'll see how that goes for this election.
Shoot.
What?
I don't think that one's going to be very good either. Here, let me see the lab. I knew there were going to be tech issues as soon as we started. This is so frustrating. This one should be working.
Do we have something we can pull up during our technical
Yeah, I do
difficulties
right
here? Any suggestions?
Like the background?
No, just like a
Sure.
video or something.
We could watch some. So I can pull up. I just worry we might get like claimed if we watch like mainstream media.
Yeah. Maybe what else?
Maybe if we hang on, let me pull up like AP news. Maybe might not be. Hey, Jules.
Welcome to Wolf.
What the hell?
We're still trying to figure out the name of our studio. If you have any ideas, let us know.
Mm-hmm. Also, I think my mic's like doubling a little bit, and I don't quite know why that is.
We're having some technical difficulties.
Quite a few technical.
A lot. But we're trying to figure it out.
Is there anyone on?
The wolf den, duh. There's only one wolf here, though.
I feel like it needs to be like
Why are
something
you
that
not
sounds like the
working?
studios.
Oh, it's not plugged in all the way. Hello, test. Okay, it just wasn't plugged in all the way for us.
Woo!
Easy fix. It just has to be instead of there, like plugged in fully. Got it. And
How is
all-
everyone feeling about the election today?
all the way.
I'm feeling stressed.
Okay, I still don't know what's going on with the.
I can't see myself,
Oh, sorry.
and I don't like it.
Audio
That-
is much better. Yay.
Yay. Who's Lil Zanya?
Lasagna?
I think I know.
Wolf from the Blitzens. So I'm gonna full screen projector this to there. Can you see yourself?
I sure can.
Yes. Okay. Is my audio still sounding doubled? Okay, let's try this. Were you playing music earlier? That's where I'm hearing music. Okay, I don't think my mic's still sounding doubled, which is good. It's a little echoey, and I don't quite know what to do about that in particular, but we'll just deal with it. It's fine.
It's already dark in Michigan?
It's already dark in Michigan.
There's no way. I just saw a video of people outside to vote, and it's dark.
Jesus.
That doesn't make sense.
Are they 2 hours ahead?
Yeah, I think so.
It's dark in North Carolina. North Carolina is 3 hours ahead, I think. Michigan might be too.
Test, 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 test. Why does this sound so... Shit, that's so weird. Let me try and plug that. Maybe that's messing it up. You love this setup. Thank you, Engave. We're still figuring out the technical bugs and getting the audio worked out.
We've never gone live without like 10 minutes of
I'm gonna test
technical
having this
issues.
one unplugged.
There are going to be.
Oh, thank
It's-
you. Ryan's wearing my blazer.
That's just so weird.
There are going to be.
Is it the pad button?
Do you have some information for us, Forrest?
Yes.
Switch to Forrest, Ryan.
Oh, you don't have to switch.
Switching to Forest.
Can you hear me even though I'm not switched to?
What?
Are you able to hear me when I'm not on camera?
I can mute you, or you can unplug the
Okay.
lab.
Well, just curious. You don't have to switch to me, I guess, but
Right.
It seems like there are a few counties in Georgia that are going to be
Oh,
staying
it was
open.
the pad button. Sorry.
There are a few counties in Georgia that are going to be staying open later than expected because of bomb threats.
Oh, wait, in which state?
In Georgia.
Okay.
The Democratic strong cities have been hit with bomb threats. They have identified it as Russia being the main source for those bomb threats, which
It's fucking crazy.
of course it was. So they have decided that they're going to stay open later. I don't know how much later. Let's see. Just says that they will be open later. So
What time were they supposed to close, Georgia?
I don't know. Like 7, 8, 7.
Are they Eastern time? Georgia time zone. Georgia's a democratic city. Georgia's a state. Does Georgia lean Dem? Is it supposed to?
Georgia is leaning
it's a
Trump.
swing.
Georgia
Okay.
is leaning Trump swing state because Biden won it in 2020. Of course, Biden has low approval ratings, so
3 hours
Georgia
ahead, yeah.
could go Trump, but also higher turnout in Georgia seems like so far, so that's a good sign.
Okay, so I do have when polls close for every state pulled up here. So it was supposed to close in about, what is that, 12 minutes now? But now they're staying open later. I want to know how late they're staying open.
They're staying open later because of bomb threats. I missed the beginning of that information because I was attempting to read the chat.
I know, it's
I
so
can't really
small.
see it.
I wish I could make it there.
That's better.
Yeah, it's better. It's just this pops up down here, and I don't know why. State, I meant state. Crikey, what they doing over there in Georgia, right?
Super glad. My boy's in Georgia tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Be safe.
Okay, so, I'm really trying to figure out when Georgia closes their polls, but I'm not finding information about it.
Let's just assume 7, 8 p.m. for their time.
Yeah, maybe an
Um,
extra hour.
So like by 5 p.m. we'll know.
Okay. So have we, through all of the technical issues we just had, I'm actually locked in now. I'm able to focus. Are we getting results from Indiana and Kentucky?
We haven't gotten official results, but Indiana looks interesting because Trump won a certain count. I just lost the area that it was, but he won the county by 11 points in 2020, but is now only winning it by 5 points this year. So that's a 6-point swing towards the Democrats.
That's good. That's
In a deep red state. That does not mean Harris is going to win Indiana by any means, but the state turning, more moderate versus far right is an interesting trend. We'll see how that correlates for the rest of the country.
cool. Excellent reporting, Skirty Skirt says.
Skirty skirt.
Which we can
Thank you.
barely read their name. Okay. Now's when we try to figure out what the hell to do in between when results come in. is if you can try to find a site for us that has like maybe AP News or something that has like when ballots come in, when results come in for like counties and stuff, it shows on it. That would be really
I
great
found
to
AP
have
News.
up on the screen.
Yeah, well, on the screen. Georgia polls close at 7 p.m. Right, sorry. That's when they open. They close at 7 p.m.
Yeah, but you said they're staying open later. Georgia?
Yeah, that's what they're saying, that they're staying
Right.
open later. So maybe an hour later.
Do we know who Mudang endorsed? or-
Mudang has endorsed Trump. Officially. Mudang
Officially.
picked the Trump cake. Yeah, we can look at that actually.
Yeah. Let's look at that. Army attire stocks are rising.
Pitchfork and army attire stocks are rising.
Just general army attire.
That makes sense. Let me switch this to. Oh shit. Fuck. There we go. So yeah, Mudang officially. They gave Mudang one cake that said Kamala and one cake that said Trump. And they put them down for her. I saw that. What's up with that? Mudang's very conservative, apparently.
Whoa. Mudang's growing. I haven't seen Mudang in a while.
Yeah, Mudang's grown a lot. Oh, there's no. Yeah, Mudang ate the Trump cake, and Mudang's mom, knows better, ate the Kamala cake. So, she has time.
It's not a voting age yet.
We could see what Philly D's up to. He's not gonna claim videos.
I have a poll up right now.
What do you mean by claim videos?
We're gonna see.
So
who do
if
you think?
you're watching stuff,
So we're
especially
gonna,
live
guys,
streaming
I'm
to
gonna,
YouTube,
just so you know, there's gonna be two. There's gonna be.
it like sometimes auto claims happen, and it'll take down your live stream if you're like watching a video that doesn't allow you to watch it. I wonder how much Trump paid Mudang. A lot of cabbage, I'm hearing. Hamilton County, Indiana, was just showing 50% Kamala Harris and 48.8% Donald Trump, with 66% votes in. And you can pull up like tweets and stuff on the screen if you want, for us. It might be better to have your laptop like off so you can like browse through it and pull stuff up on it. There. Yeah, I mean, it might be better to have more dynamic stuff on the screen behind you, I think. We're figuring it out.
Do other countries have animals that predict things? Like we have a groundhog predict when spring is coming?
Yeah, Mudang predicted
No.
that Trump
No,
was going to win.
That's not official.
No, I think that's kind of a unique thing, Groundhog Day. Do other countries have things like Groundhog Day? Oh, wait. Many other countries have weather predicting holidays similar to Groundhog Day. In Serbia, bears predict the end of winter. Germany, the weather on a specific day is said to predict it. Yeah, everybody has their like little pseudosciences.
But only about the weather?
I guess. Yeah.
This is what happens when like you don't put enough trust in witches, because like witches could probably actually accurately predict these things, but they're like, here, a groundhog can do it, we gotta burn the witches. Like, I'm not for that.
Weird ways that Yeah, I'm not finding anything. That, admittedly, typing in weird ways countries predict things is maybe not the best way to find
Yeah.
info like this. Okay, so we've got all of the audio issues out of the way. I think we're sounding good. Let me know if we're not. Here, a groundhog could do it. So we're about 5 minutes away from most of the polls on the East Coast closing. We on the East Coast at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We've got Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, and Georgia's saying open later. We know that, but they might start counting votes at 7. I'm not sure if they're delaying that as well. South Carolina, Vermont, Virginia. At 7:30, we have North Carolina and Ohio and West Virginia. So we're going to get a lot of results coming in very fast.
7:30. I don't like that.
A little poppy and staticky on which microphone do you know? And give.
Who's popping? Who's
Is it
popping
mine?
off?
It might be.
Is it
I'll
Forrest?
just mute you
Okay.
for now.
I did just reconnect it.
Oh, okay. On my mic? Ooh, really?
8 o'clock is the latest polling
Hey, Forrest,
is open, right?
what is this line inst button on your little box here? I took off the pad. That was the problem I was having.
I have no idea, honestly.
And Gabe says he thinks it's gone, and that it was maybe Forrest.
Oh, it was probably Forrest, yeah.
Am I muted?
You are muted
Okay.
currently, yeah.
I feel like those kind of mics are a little more weird.
Can you hear me through your mic?
Speak.
Hello.
It is a little bit with me, not as much. Okay. I don't know how much we can actually do about it, to be entirely honest.
Can you turn your gain down on yours a little bit, or?
I can turn my gain down, but then I get quieter.
But you
yeah,
get
I'll
all
turn-
you get all riled up though.
I do get all riled
I
up.
feel
I'll
like when
put the
you're
gain down.
testing, you're like speaking like at a normal level, but you get really excited.
Okay, and Gabe, thank you. Let me know if it continues happening, for sure. How do you like the abstract background?
I like it.
You do like it?
I do.
I thought you'd get overwhelmed with it for some reason.
No, it's fine. I was sending you some trippy backgrounds to try.
Yeah, I'm gonna open up
I
Discord so I
didn't
can.
really pay attention at all to if they're the right like ratio for the screen size, because this is a huge screen. But
What is this? Oh, I think Jordan tried calling in. I did tell Jordan that I thought we weren't gonna do the collab thing because I know you weren't wanting as big of an audience watching us, which is entirely fair. Kelsey's fine. Ryan's by a little bit. But when Forrest was muted, a lot of it went away. Okay. Yeah, Forrest has a lav microphone connected through a extender, so it makes sense that that might be a little bit staticky. Sounds like Forrest is pulling it up to listen to the audio and see how we're doing, which is good. It sounded like it broke a little bit there, like it was a little bit staticky. What if I talk loud like this? But hopefully it's not too bad. All right, it's 4 o'clock.
it's 4 o'clock.
What if I talk loud like this?
It's fine.
Doom scrolling.
Let's see, the split screen.
the cats are no longer co-hosting. They need to come back.
They'll pop up on the desk later, I'm sure.
when they were walking around.
Pennsylvania's got another hour, it looks like. Yeah, 8 o'clock is... A lot of places close at 8 o'clock. About... So in an hour. Alabama, Connecticut, D.C., Delaware, Florida, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Mississippi, Missouri, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Tennessee. That's going to be the biggest drop in about an hour. But we should start seeing these votes being announced momentarily. Trying to find a good source for it. Okay, it looks like Forrest, AP News has a map of like polls opening and closing that shows like the different just on the main page, like their homepage. Oh yeah, that was it. So it looks like
Donald Trump has been projected the winner of Kentucky and Indiana.
Is your lav plugged in?
Yeah.
Let's go over to your camera real quick.
Okay. It looks like Donald Trump has been projected the winner of Indiana and Kentucky,
Which
giving
is
him
expected.
19 electoral votes. She has been declared the winner of Vermont. There's no votes in yet, but she has won 3 electoral votes. The popular vote is, oh, we just got a big update. Trump is up by 300,000 votes. He has 54.3% of the vote, with Harris having 44.8% of the vote. 1,505,338 for Trump, 1.2 million for Harris.
But with Indiana and Kentucky being the first to
Yeah, it
really
looks
announce results,
good for
and
Trump.
Florida, like
Yeah.
those are expected to go towards Trump anyways.
These aren't horrible numbers for Harris yet, but they're not good numbers. So Trump, 20% of the vote in. Harris is trailing Trump by 4.7 points. So let me see what the 2020 election showed for Trump, for Florida, because Florida is trending red. So that, you know, it's not expected for Harris to win by any means. You know.
I wouldn't expect Harris to win Florida. Like that would be a really insane thing if Harris were to actually poll.
So
Florida.
it's basically the same as 2020. Trump's doing slightly better. Harris is doing slightly worse, but by 0.3 or 4 points. Like, it's very minimal right now. So we won't really know until more votes come in.
Gotcha. Thank you, Forrest.
Third party vote is sitting at under 1%.
In that, is that Florida altogether, or just that specific county of Florida that it's on?
This is Florida altogether.
It is?
So Stein is sitting at 0.3%, Oliver 0.2%, De La Cruz 0.09%, and then 2 others at point whatever. So Harris is at 47.3%, Trump is at 52.0%. Trump won it by 51.2%, Biden got 47.8%. So we're looking at basically almost the same number, Trump doing slightly better in Florida.
Yeah.
Georgia's numbers are coming in.
That just happened.
Yeah. We have a 9-point lead right now for Trump, but only less than 3,000 votes in. So that's nothing. We could probably zoom in and get more
Yeah.
information, but
We can get individual by. It might be a little bit too early.
don't think we have anything except for Twiggs County. And I don't know what they voted.
Twiggs County.
Yeah, Twiggs County. I mean, we want to look at like
What's Twiggs County voting?
they're voting. Not it's only 3,000 votes basically, and they're voting 9% more Trump. Atlanta hasn't come in yet. We're looking at Fulton County and DeKalb County. Those are the two huge Democrat areas that we want to see high turnout in.
Right, that's where Atlanta is.
Exactly. So if we see high turnout there like we did in 2020, Harris has a shot. As you can see right here, well, you might not be able
It's
to
such
see
a flashbang. Yeah, I wish that it were.
Atlanta
darker.
has a huge voting population. So the majority of people live there. So we just got to stay in tune with Georgia as it comes in.
This is a little nerve-wracking.
Harris is
It is a
slightly
little
increasing
nerve-wracking.
her lead in Florida. We have a 1.9 difference, I believe. Yes, a 1.9 difference, which is impressive. Trump won Florida by 4 points, 3 points. Yeah, 4 points, around that. So if Harris keeps this lead, or keeps this small gap, that would be
I'm
impressive.
embarrassed.
Kel has not seen Trump blowing his microphone. I would like to show Kel that now.
I would like to see it. Kind of.
You need it first? Did he just do it?
Out my damn throat too.
He jerks it off and he blows it. Isn't that insane? Like, this is everything to me.
What?
Jerks it, finishes it. What's he doing? Like, legitimately.
It looks like he's moving it up and down, but also stroking it.
He's stroking it.
I don't get the like open mouth. I'm not gonna recreate that on the internet, but
The echo Ryan's hearing is from Force Mike picking up. Really? That's strange. Does it sound too bad, lasagna?
lasagna.
He's actually stroking the mic. It is really incredible. And it's not his first time. You can tell. He's done that before. Like, this is an experienced man.
What was the crowd reaction to that?
They're laughing and cheering. Look at this guy over here. Like, he's loving it. Look at him.
What did you say about blowing out his right arm and throat too?
Yeah, I'm curious about that. Hang on.
I'm blowing out my left arm, now I'm gonna blow out my right arm, and I'm blowing out my damn throat too.
Come on!
Yeah.
I'm blowing out my left arm, blowing out my right arm, and I'm blowing out my throat too.
He's in it for the long haul.
Kamala, she can't blow as hard as I can. Did you see Elon do a USA chant?
Yes.
Okay. USA! USA! USA!
What did he say? Like, I'm Dark Mega.
Yeah, he did say he was dark MAGA. You do sound a little robotic because of the echo, but I can't tell whose mic's picking up on it. I don't. It's so strange. I don't. Do I sound echoey right now? Because Forrest's lab is muted. I should plug the.
Could be from mine. I could scoot this up and over a little.
Yeah, honestly, I should have a noise gate on Kel's microphone. Probably, I don't have any noise gates on, and that's probably a lot of the issue.
But I am quiet. Did you not see the Dark Mega Engave?
All
You
right.
could pull that up.
Kel's mic has a noise gate. It doesn't look like it's really doing much, but yes, I do sound echoey right now. Well,
I feel like it's gonna be hard to get the sound perfect with all the mics in the room.
yeah. Let me go to here.
You should pull something up while you're
I should pull something up. What would we like?
Engave hasn't seen Dark Mega.
Dark Maga Elon.
Now it's normal. It might just be like.
Take over, Eli.
I guess you did put the. That on my.
Hi, everyone. As you can see, I'm not just MAGA, I'm Dark MAGA.
It's crazy.
Well, first of all, I want to say what an honor it is to be here. And, you know, the true test of someone's character is how they behave under
Is
fire.
he just wearing a
anything.
black Make America Great Again hat?
And we had one president
Is
who
it still
couldn't
normal?
climb a flight of stairs,
Oh shit.
Oh,
and
fuck
another
yeah.
who was
Hang on.
fist pumping.
3% of votes in. Let's be clear.
Wait, say that again. I unmuted you.
Harris has taken the lead in Georgia. 3% of votes are in. We have 55.2 to 44.4. Again, this likely means nothing, but it feels, you know, it's good to see. We have some numbers coming in from Douglas County, which is pretty good, and we have some Rockdale County numbers. So those are tipping the scales towards Harris.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Georgia is Georgia a must-win? Would you say?
No, Georgia is a must-win if, for example, she loses Pennsylvania. She needs Georgia.
Okay.
And
Georgia's 16. Wow. Okay.
if she loses Pennsylvania but wins Wisconsin and Michigan, she needs Georgia and Nevada. Because with Pennsylvania, like if she wins these three, she gets 270. She can lose everything else. She loses 19. She needs to make up 19 somewhere else. Georgia could be 16 of it. She needs to win Nevada in place of it. Or Arizona or North Carolina. If she wins these two, she wins, you know. If she wins North Carolina because Trump won it twice already, that shows us that the nation is going towards Harris. I mean, it's just, you know, the likelihood of her winning North Carolina is a little low right now. So if she does win it, then we know it's good to feel positive about Harris. So, yeah, right now the numbers are too minimal to really know. Oh, we got some more coming in from Virginia, which this is not true. Virginia is going to go blue. We have barely any votes in, but Virginia will go blue comfortably.
Why is it red right now?
Because the state that you can, when you zoom into it, there's only one area probably putting votes in, and it's this like little bitty dot here to the left that has
Weird.
477 votes in, and you know it's going to Trump. Like there's
Like a more red county.
yeah, there's no there you know Richmond's not in. Richmond is a huge area. And when those votes come in, you'll see it switch blue. Right now it looks red. It's the same with Georgia. Like it looks blue, but is it? We don't know because there's only 3% in, and more areas need to come in. Florida is definitely looking better for Trump. She's 5 points behind right now. Let's see what it looked like in 2020 again. Florida was 51 Trump, 47.8 Biden. We're at 52-47 for Harris, so she is underperforming at the moment. But we had about 11 million voters, a little over 11 million voters in Florida in 2020. We only have 4.6 or 7 in right now, so 4.7 million in right now. So we got a lot of votes to count for Florida as well. We have 44% of the votes counted. That's pretty good, but we'll see. And I predict Harris losing Florida. Big time. Like, she's going to lose.
More than likely, yeah. I
Florida
mean,
is
it would be
trending-
insane if she won.
Florida is trending red.
Okay, but
so-
should we manifest
Yes,
feel
absolutely.
free to manifest it. Manifest it for Georgia though, because the Harris campaign has betted on Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. That's where they're putting most of their time and efforts and resources in. They have counted Florida as a lost cause, but you never know. But let's be real. She's 5 points behind right now with 44% of the vote in. She has a lot of ground to make up if she wants to come anywhere close to winning Florida. Democrats have counted Florida out at this point. It's more likely to look at Texas than Florida for when it comes to, winning those electoral votes. See, Texas is trending blue. It's red, but it's trending blue. Every year, each Democrat does better and better. Hillary did better than Obama. Biden did better than Hillary. So.
Oh, it's so nerve-wracking when like only a small percent.
Yeah.
Like it feels like grasping at straws to figure out what the hell's going
Why my original go be in the woods until like tomorrow evening,
on. Right.
and then just it's like when I was in the woods when I got shot, and I had like 3 texts.
Both times.
Oh, you didn't get shot a second
He
time.
didn't get shot a second time, but there was a second like shooter
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, I was in the woods.
It was so funny. Like the first time, I think I'm the one who told you.
I
that he
thought
got
you were
shot.
joking. I was like, this would be such a that would be such a thing for you to do. Oh my god, coming from you at Nick at Night. Yeah.
But yeah, and the second time, I like was talking about Trump being like, oh yeah, the Secret Service like shot somebody, like probably gonna shoot Trump.
Did they?
Yeah.
They
I don't
shot.
think he died.
Oh, I
But yeah,
didn't
they
realize
loaded
that.
into him. Noise gate a little strong. For who? For me?
Probably for the soft boy right here, I would
Oh,
imagine.
probably for you. Yeah, I just put the default.
Noise gate too strong. Yeah, Zach and I were eating at a Mexican restaurant in Idaho, and we had just come back into service, and multiple texts from you being like, "Did you see?" From like a day before.
I'm taking the noise gate off of yours because I
No
don't know how
noise
to
gate.
adjust noise gates.
Florida's not looking good.
Florida's not looking good?
Oh, it's looking worse in 2020. Down.
Florida's like this close to being underwater. Like they need
7
climate
Seriously?
activists
Like more
in
than any.
office. Literally, like they
Down
are
7 points.
drowning.
Oh,
Thank you guys for letting us know about the audio issues. Like, I really appreciate it.
Ryan really appreciates
I
knowing about the
really
audio
appreciate
issues.
Hearing about audio issues. Votes in from New Hampshire.
if she loses to New Hampshire, just count it out.
How many electoral votes is New Hampshire?
4.
There's not very many votes in from it yet, though, right?
Yeah, not many votes in, so we don't know yet.
Why do you say just count it out?
Look, count it out, her out, because New Hampshire is a must win.
Really?
How many?
We assume she's going to win, but if she loses, that is a bad sign.
How many electoral votes in New Hampshire?
4.
Only 4.
She would have to make it up somewhere else, but there's nowhere else that I can see for making it up at.
Because it's considered like more guaranteed to be blue.
Exactly,
or-
and if a guaranteed state or a lean Democrat state goes red, what does that say about the rest of the country? So, right
Well-
now she's only leading in she's only won Vermont.
Only 1% of the votes are counted in New Hampshire, though.
Yeah, no, New Hampshire is not something I particularly look at that yet. Georgia's leaning red right now.
I'm stressing out. Play another funny video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Florida's definitely upsetting, but
Let me clean up my shit a little bit here.
Biden bites baby. Biden bites baby.
Oh, yeah. I don't know
Biden
if there's
bites
a
baby.
video of that, but
But there's like Biden's compilation. I don't really want to watch
Biden
those. They freak me out. They
bites
feel too personal.
baby. Yeah, the sniffing stuff's just fucking weird. Yeah, Biden bites baby during Halloween.
I want to bring in our Washington correspondent, Annalise Nielsen, who's in Pennsylvania. Annalise.
Actually, hang on. This is Sky News. They're gonna claim me if I play that.
Getting some South Carolina vote. Of course, Trump's going to win South Carolina.
Say that again?
We're getting some South Carolina vote. Very minimal, less than 1%. Trump's going to win South Carolina. No doubt about it.
It's 420, y'all.
Blaze it.
Look at him biting the baby. Isn't that insane?
Why is he that close to the baby?
I don't know. God knows why his mouth and face are that close to that baby's leg. He's like, oh,
When was
it's
this?
a chicken. Let me just bite. It was Halloween. It was the Halloween party.
How do I select that one?
Over here.
Yeah, that is an open mouth on a baby leg.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. This is a crazy man.
Is he like, oh, I gotta eat this chicken?
Yeah, he's making a joke.
That's
Why do you interview
really
candidates?
weird.
You don't know the crazy shit they do. I know.
Ugh.
It's wild.
I'm sure his like cocktail of prescription drugs he takes to like just make it through the day at this age is like
A lot.
a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure he's on a lot of shit. And you haven't seen the garbage comments, have you?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't. That's kind of vague.
The Puerto Rico?
Oh, I saw like an article about it, I think, but I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen any like live footage.
Like, this could be a contributing factor to Trump losing if he loses, like, honestly.
Where are my proud Latinos at tonight?
This could be what?
You guys see what I mean? It's wide open. There's so many of them. It's absolutely incredible. Believe it or not, people, I welcome migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this.
Who's this guy? Just like an MC or?
Tony Hinchcliffe,
It's wild.
he's a
And these
comedian.
Latinos, they love making
Does the
babies
Kill Tony
too. Just
podcast.
know that. They do.
This is crazy.
They do. There's no pulling out. They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our country. There's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally
Right?
a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now.
Jesus.
Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Like,
Yeah, I'd seen the quotes from that, or a couple of those, but
that has pulled so poorly with Puerto Ricans that, like, you know, Puerto Ricans were not necessarily a Democrat demographic. But after that, you know, and everybody's been talking about Trump's response to the hurricanes that hit Puerto Rico during his presidency,
throwing the paper towel rolls.
throwing the paper towel rolls to
That's
help
like
them.
ingrained into my brain.
It's crazy.
It was like
dude.
Oprah being like, "You get a car. You get a car. You get some paper towels to mop up this hurricane."
Why is my browser being weird? Is my computer dying? 424. Yeah, we're not seeing much movement on AP, other than she's winning New Hampshire now,
Good.
And is that
which is good.
And she's flipped Virginia back to her position, so that's good, but that's expected.
Yeah, that's expected. I mean,
One we're looking at right now that I'm like, I want her to flip is Georgia.
mhm.
He is down by 7,200 votes now with 4% in, so nothing to look at here.
are there very many votes from more blue counties in Georgia yet?
Have 4% in for each of those. Oh, and actually, no, that's just showing you. It doesn't really tell you the amount.
I see.
Doesn't tell you the percentage for counties, unfortunately. It just shows you the statewide. But
Oh, your contrast got better. On Forest.
oh yeah, I switched the camera to make it so you don't really see me.
It does look.
That's what we care about.
Fair. Yeah, it does. It does look better on screen.
You could zoom in on your browser a little bit.
Zoom out.
Zoom in.
Zoom in, like when we were talking about. Oh yeah, that looks way better. Yeah. So we're getting only 4% of the votes in from. Oh, that's Douglas County. Wait, Fulton County, where Atlanta is, has not. I don't think that they have any votes in Atlanta yet.
And it's still pretty close.
Yeah, they don't have any votes in for Atlanta yet.
Yeah, Douglas County does have. It's weird. It says like 4% of the votes counted everywhere, but it doesn't say per county.
It does not show per county, which I think is
Oh, I thought it just did on a view that you had.
Well, this says 4% of vote counted, but it says that everywhere,
Oh.
which is weird because it should like here.
Was it what polling areas were staying open later? Was that in like Atlanta?
Yeah, DeKalb County, Fulton County. Those are it's predominantly black population areas that were hit with bomb threats by Russia, of course. Fucking course. Oh, we have a lot more counties coming in for Georgia.
Whoa.
A lot of red counties. Trump is still leading by 57-42. So he's leading by 15 points now. Again, it's Houston County. A lot of areas that are
Right.
I have no idea how Houston County voted in 2020.
Yeah, we just got another 2% of the votes from Georgia coming in. Still nothing from Fulton County. It doesn't look like. That's probably because they're staying open later. The polls. We probably won't see anything come in from Fulton for another 40 minutes, at least, I would assume. What's in Burke County? That's going so heavily towards Harris right now.
Burke?
Yeah.
In what, Georgia?
Yeah, in Georgia. It's the big blue county to the right.
You just went red again.
Damn.
But it's tied, basically.
Do you have any like election day games we can play?
I don't. You want to make up some?
I can't think of anything.
You can research some election day games. They're all going to be drinking.
They're all going to be drinking games,
Yeah.
which I feel like is a slippery slope, and we probably shouldn't do that.
We're early
but
in the night. Like
yeah, it's very early.
the big drop comes we're getting drip fed some states right now, but the big drop comes in like half an hour. At 5:00 is when most places will close on the east side.
We could download a bingo card. Y'all want bingo cards? Do you have a printer?
Virginia went back blue.
This doesn't look like very fun bingo.
30,000 votes. Harris is up by
Which
almost
side are you using?
20 points.
Rolling Stone has a downloadable bingo card. Well, actually, you have to pay for them.
What? You have to pay for them? Oh my god.
One is technical difficulties, so we could claim that one.
We could make a bingo card.
Is that really loud? Yeah, we should make our own bingo. Which can be like stuff happening within the race and also stuff happening within Wolf Studios here.
Right.
Harris is losing Florida by a lot.
Forrest, do you have any election game ideas?
Drink. Drink every time a state flips back and
God.
forth.
Okay, this is fun.
Ooh, make your own bingo?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Cat walks across the news desk.
Cat appears on this decision desk.
Forrest, what's your bingo?
I don't know. Give me a second.
Yeah. Oh, WV. What's WV?
West Virginia.
West Virginia just came in with.
Trump wins.
What do you mean Trump wins?
You see the check mark next to his name?
I do see the check. Is West Virginia a heavy red state?
Yes, that's where Joe Manchin's from.
Wait, they decided with 2% of the votes coming in?
There's probably some votes coming in that they just know. They know.
Is it AP?
Joe Biden lost West Virginia by like 30
Predict
points.
pretty accurately.
This is a
right?
30-point state. Like Trump is gonna win.
Okay.
Virginia is now what 16 points, 15 points ahead for Harris.
West Virginia was the slave one, right? Like they were big into slaves, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Whereas Virginia was a little bit more on the we have slaves, but we don't think slaves should be. Right?
I don't know.
Maybe I'm just assuming here. Let's say
I'm manifesting that New Hampshire goes blue. So let's do that as a bingo option.
New Hampshire goes blue. Let's do Trump declares victory.
Definitely.
That's good. That's a free space.
Yeah.
Basically.
Someone spills a drink.
Any suggestions in chat?
Yeah, chat. What are your
drink
suggestions?
Spilled is a great one.
You have a printer, right?
We can just do it on here.
Well, but we each need one. You're going to randomize the spaces, and then we each have to make a bingo.
Printer's not plugged in.
Well,
That would take so much
Okay,
effort.
you could randomize each one and then send
Yeah.
it so we each have one of our
Okay.
phones, and then you could. Well, I don't know if you can send them to chat.
We could also just have one.
Man, Florida.
I just am competitive.
Florida is surprising me. Like I knew it was gonna be bad, but it's bad for Harris.
Oh, what percent?
71% of the votes counted.
Yeah, and it's
Holy
it's
shit.
dropping for Harris. Trump won 5.6 million in 2020. Biden won 5.29, so 5.3. She is down. She needs a lot more votes. It's not close. So
At what point, Forrest, do the electoral votes come into play? Is it after the popular vote is
yeah,
counted?
so like right now you'll be able to see up here. Trump has 23. Harris has 3. He has won only one state. You can see it by the dark blue or the dark red. He has won 4 from West Virginia, 8 from Kentucky, and 11 from Indiana, and she's just won Vermont's 3.
I can answer this. I think I understand what you're asking. Electoral votes are all that matter. The
Yeah.
popular vote doesn't matter at all.
I thought it only doesn't matter if it's very close.
No.
So the election's entirely decided by the electoral vote. That's why multiple times we've had Republicans win the electoral college but lose the popular vote. It's because the popular vote doesn't mean anything in our presidential election. It's just about getting, if you scroll up a little bit there, Forrest, it's just about getting, because there's, how many electoral votes are there? It's 270 to win, which means it's
500 and 528, I think. 528. 538.
538 electoral votes divided amongst the states. So you need to get 270 in order to win and not tie. A tie would be, what, 269?
270, 270. No, 269, 269, I think.
269 would
Yeah.
be a tie.
Which goes to the
Does that
House,
ever
which means
happen?
Mike Johnson, who is a Republican, gets to decide who's the fucking winner.
That would be a constitutional crisis.
Has
if
that ever
would
happened
happen.
before?
I don't think so. But maybe it has. I don't think so, though.
I don't believe it's ever happened.
No. But no matter what, it would be Harris winning the popular vote, going to the Republicans to give Trump the win.
I believe what happens in that case is it goes to the House of Representatives, and each state has a vote that's made up of their representatives in the House. So it's not like each representative gets one vote. It's like all of the Georgia representatives come together and they vote for either Harris or Trump for Georgia.
All right, North Carolina's coming in. 2% of the vote. Harris is winning by 38 points, but that is just probably, what, one county? Yeah, we had the big blue counties coming in.
Wake County. What's in Wake County?
That is where their
Really?
yeah,
Really?
their capital is there. So Harris is gonna. It's
pretty like gay and progressive.
predominantly blue area, so I'm not surprised there, but we'll see.
That's odd that they called West Virginia so quickly, and they're not calling Florida when 72% of the votes in and 54% is for Trump so far.
9 points behind.
I believe they called
Florida.
it pretty late last time around. Let me pull up my...
For which? Florida?
For Florida, yeah.
Florida, Trump won by less than 5 points. He's winning by 9 points right now.
Wait, how much did he win last time?
It was 51.2 to 47.8, so rounding it up is 48 to 51. That's, you know what, 3, 4 points? He won by 4, a little bit more than 4 or 5.
Okay.
He's winning by 9 points right now. Harris is heavily being... Like, I'm surprised that they haven't called it yet, but maybe that is because we haven't got a significant amount of...
Florida was called at 9:35 last election cycle. 9:35 p.m. on election night.
Maybe there's not a lot of votes from more blue counties in Florida. Hopefully.
Maybe that's why they haven't called it yet, but you never know.
It's entirely possible that
Ohio's got votes coming in. As expected, Trump's winning Ohio.
yeah, Trump's gonna win.
Bernie just won his re-election
Oh, good.
in Vermont.
Who did?
Bernie Sanders.
I mean, it wasn't contentious at all, was it?
No. Well, you never know, but Trump, yeah.
Like, who's gonna have a chance against Bernie?
Joe Manchin lost his seat, so we did lose a Senate seat.
Okay. Well, I mean, we barely had it anyways.
Yeah, no. Right now, they expect if we want to win a Senate seat, Texas, where Ted Cruz is where we're looking at.
Okay.
We want to take away his Senate seat. We want to keep the Senate seat in Arizona from Kari Lake, which I think is going to happen. She's unpopular. Another Senate seat that we could pick up, or we're worried about losing, is Montana. John Tester, Montana. That is definitely a worry for a Senate seat that we might lose.
Okay. That wouldn't be good.
Yeah. Outside of that, we're looking at Texas for a pickup, hopefully, to at least make it even again, because we're losing West Virginia's Senate seat.
How's the guy who's running against Cruz? Who is he?
I think he's a former football player, so it's neck and neck right now.
Got it.
Cruz probably has a little bit of an advantage, but it's neck and neck. He is definitely unpopular because of his decision to go to Cancun during a winter storm that killed a lot of people in Texas.
Yeah. But
Harris is leading Virginia by 90,000 votes.
Am I crazy? Has he not had an election since he did the Cancun thing?
His last election was 2018 against Beto O'Rourke.
When was Cancun?
2021?
Really?
Yeah. It's every 6 years for senator.
Yeah, I feel like there was a one in between that. That's crazy that there wasn't.
Right now, if she won North Carolina, I would be very positive.
What percentage in North Carolina?
Damn, he is ahead by almost 100,000 votes in Georgia right now.
Only 9% in though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, which counties are in Georgia? Atlanta's still not. Oh wait, Atlanta has some. It looks like. No, it doesn't
Atlanta
have
has
any.
nothing. Douglas County, which was already going for Rockdale. But
Atlanta's
we're getting like Houston County. We're getting all these larger red areas that
Right.
have more people. So we'll see when blue areas start to show up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if Atlanta's not in yet, then we can't even really talk about Georgia. Like, Atlanta's so pivotal. Pivotal. Pivotal.
Pretty.
So I'm gonna pull up, let's see. So we're gonna take a look at Decision Desk HQ's Twitter real quick, see what they're saying. A race update in the Ohio Senate. Republicans winning. Bernie Moreno's winning versus Sherrod Brown right now with 3% of the vote in. Trump's also winning in Ohio currently, but only 3% of the votes in. So, you know, we can't say anything yet, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Harris is getting dominated in Florida, though.
Decision Desk's predicting Brian Mast, Republican, wins the U.S. House election in Florida's 21st congressional district.
T-minus 30 minutes until Pennsylvania.
That's gonna be. I mean, that's where things get started. Is when Pennsylvania comes in.
Right.
Like Georgia's big, but she can lose Georgia if she wins Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She just has to win Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania.
Right.
If she wins any other states, then I'm feeling really good.
Damn, we should have kept the TV lower so you could have just sat.
Yeah. She's 38 points ahead in North Carolina, which if she wins North Carolina, I feel fantastic about. She is about 15 points ahead in Virginia, which she's already projected to win. New Hampshire, which is important to not lose. She is ahead by 7,000, a little less than like 6,000 votes. So that's good. Florida, again, it's just crazy to me. I mean, it's going so far red. She is getting destroyed in Florida.
That is crazy because there's so many votes in Florida.
Yeah. But they haven't called it yet, so...
Do you think that the hurricane hurt her chances? Because that was a factor that a lot of people were looking at to see if that made a bit.
I mean, the hurricane looked like it hurts Trump's chances in North Carolina.
Really?
Yeah, because of the areas that were hit were more pro-Trump. But you never know, because people still can't vote, technically. They can figure out there's other ways. Yeah, it's almost a 10-point difference in Florida, and Biden only lost by less than 5. That's bad. That's bad for Democrats in Florida.
God damn.
But you never know. Florida can change over a period of 4 to 8 years. People can move there, retire. People that are sick of California can move to Florida. Republicans that are sick of areas can move to Florida to retire. My grandparents moved to Florida, even though they were Democrats. So, you know, people migrate.
Mm-hmm.
But also, you never know. Certain, culture wars can be more important to different generations and different people in different areas. So, maybe Florida's heavily upset about, whatever.
North Carolina still. I mean, she's winning. She's gonna win North Carolina, right?
No.
What?
Trump won it twice.
Wait, what's North Carolina? She's leading.
She's leading with 2% of the vote in.
Okay.
Trump won it twice. Obama won it once, lost it the second time around. It is a close race. It was close in 2020, so it's going to be a close race in 2024, assuming that this is a...
How much did Trump win North Carolina by?
In 2020?
Yeah.
Probably like less than 2 points. Let me check. Um, 1.4 points. 1.38 points. So it was very close. It was a difference of like 70,000 votes. So 70,000 votes was last time. I mean, let's see if Biden did better than Hillary Clinton did. North Carolina. Yes, significantly better. Trump has underperformed as a Republican in North Carolina compared to the last few.
Is it possible she flips it?
It is a tie / Trump is ahead by a point in the polls. So
Okay.
if she flips it, then I feel way better about the election.
Right.
I'd be very happy, but dang. All right, so Harris is down 160,000 votes in Georgia right now.
With 12% coming in.
12%.
But Atlanta's still not
Yeah.
voted.
It is good to note, though, that third party is doing poorly, very poorly.
That's good.
In the return so far.
1% in South Carolina, 1.2
Less-
in
less-
North Carolina.
Less than one, yeah, like less than 1%, and these are not just, it's like every third party candidate. Stein, Oliver, De La Cruz, Cornel West, all of them put together are getting less than 1%. They're getting 1% in South Carolina, 1.2 in North Carolina. Stein is at 0.5%, which is
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
we can have some
I'm gonna
problems.
disconnect or
What?
mute me. You wanna mute me?
I can mute you. I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Me too.
Wait.
Oh, I'll let you pee first then.
You only have one bathroom.
I know, it sucks. You only have one bathroom.
Yeah, but you were both like, I'm gonna go pee.
Oh, yeah. We'll cross streams.
You're too pee shy.
North Carolina's governor was just called. Wait. The Republican won the governor race. Was that expected in North Carolina?
Where's Forrest when we need him? I'm kind of assuming you can't hear me at all.
No.
Okay, you know what? Here,
That's
we'll,
good.
we'll run it for really quickly. We'll just show that. This song is called "The Lieutenant Governor."
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Stop, 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 stop. North Carolina's governor race was just called
Who?
Democrat.
They won
Democrat won, yeah.
over Ward Carter.
Yeah.
Wait, what is the? Wait, no, over Mark Robinson.
Yeah.
Oh hell yes.
Here, I'll go to you, see if you can pull something up about that on your computer.
That's awesome. That's a great thing. Mark Robinson, like Donald Trump called Mark Robinson, like Martin Luther King
on steroids.
Sorry, say that again?
Donald Trump called Mark Robinson, who apparently just lost the North Carolina Republican, as the Republican lost the race, called him Martin Luther King on steroids, saying he implied that he is way better than Martin Luther King is. And then Mark Robinson had a scandal about a month ago where he was on porn sites posting about how he believes in slavery, and he's a black man. And, that it was his kink to talk about that stuff.
Wait,
So-
what the fuck was that?
Mark Robinson was on porn sites under a name that he uses regularly.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah, he posted about how he believes in slavery.
Wait, come join me over here.
Oh, should I unplug?
Yeah. Yeah, AP hasn't called it. Somebody called it. I was just like viewing.
I wouldn't call it
the
yet if
Sun
it's not
stream.
called yet. But
Somebody called it. One of the news companies called. Fox News called it.
nice. Okay, if Fox News calls it, then that's good.
Yeah, Fox has called it. So NBC is not says it's too early to call. AP has not called it yet. But I mean, if Fox is calling it, then I feel good about it. I'm gonna go pee real quick before we hit 5 o'clock and more stuff starts coming in. It's so hard to pay attention to everything.
Is that the first Senate position that's been announced?
Governor.
Oh, that was
Governor. Yep, so it looks like we have a Mark Robinson loss in North Carolina, which is awesome to see.
That's a good sign for how North Carolina's trending.
It is a good sign, though. We did see a lot of Republicans who said, this is the first time I'm not going to vote for Republican when they were asked in voting lines or at Trump rallies. Well, specifically at Trump rallies, they were asked if they were going to vote for Mark Robinson. So the numbers, polling-wise, have not looked good for Mark Robinson. Just anecdotal interviewing people at Trump rallies, it has not looked good for Mark Robinson. So it looks like even Trump people rejected him, or at least wouldn't vote for him. Not that they voted for the Democrat, but they just didn't vote for the governor's race. Kind of what we saw in Alabama's Senate race a few years ago with, I can't remember his name, Doug maybe. The Alabama is red, but they did elect a blue senator a few years ago. He lost his reelection years ago, but the guy he was running against was accused of sexual assault by teenage girls. And it was a very, very close race, like 49 to 48 or something like that. It was very close. But in a state that usually goes plus 20 for Republicans, a Democrat did win because the candidate was accused of sexual assault by teenage girls. So the same happened in North Carolina. The lieutenant governor was running for governor in North Carolina, but he got into a scandal about a month ago where he was caught posting on porn sites expressing his love for slavery. And among other comments where he very anti-abortion, yada, yada, yada. And we're seeing in a lot of the exit polls that people believe that abortion should be a legal thing for everyone across the country. So abortion is a losing issue for Republicans.
Yes, very much so. I want live updates. I want to find a page that shows what the fuck's happening immediately as it happens.
That Chad has that is very sweet of you. That's sweet. I don't have it. That's so why. Wine is up. My glasses are there.
Exit polls in Ohio show Trump losing ground with older voters but gains with under 30.
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
No, I'm just saying with under 30.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, Trump is ahead by 200,000 votes in Georgia.
Has Atlanta come in? No.
No.
They'll probably start coming in around 5, 5, 5:10, something like that. Is what I'm assuming.
Dang.
I want more light on Forest.
10.6 points behind in Florida. That's an insane blowout for Trump.
Good.
But that just shows Democrats might need to just give up on Florida and pursue Texas, pursue North Carolina, pursue Georgia.
You don't have your mic on, do you?
No.
Oh, shit.
What?
I had it muted.
No, I also am not plugged in.
Oh, okay.
I want more light on YouTube, Forest.
Okay, we can. It will sacrifice the screen.
Is there a secondary light we can bring in to just like add some light that would? be like
Get one of your studio lights. Where are those at?
I don't know. Probably.
I would like more light on you.
Just now that it's darker outside, you're pretty dark.
Like, there's
What
this
time is
one.
it? We're at four.
Green
Oh, we
screen
should have
shot
polls
for a
coming
little
in
bit, but-
very soon. Like we should have Pennsylvania coming in 4 minutes, right?
Yeah, it should be coming in real fucking soon here.
Sorry, I just dropped my mic.
Oh, you're good.
I'm sure that might.
That's been very loud for people.
I don't know if anyone's in chat.
Is anyone even listening?
And Gabe might still be here. I think we have one on YouTube, one on Twitch.
Is Jules here?
Bill was just asking. He texted me asking for when the live stream starts. I'm telling him we just got the tech issues worked out and sending it to him.
Ohio had just went blue for a little bit.
Ohio went blue.
Just for a second. It's she's 6 points up.
it just snuck in a little bit of blue there.
Let's be real, it's not gonna go blue. Though it has before with Obama, but we are looking at a way different electorate now. You know, we're looking at a Florida plus 10 when it voted for Obama in 2012 or 2008. So, you know, voting right now, like all the numbers coming in right now, it's just all about like, ooh, but
Yeah.
what does it mean? Not much. Unless you're looking at it by county, you know, county by county. Let me get my wine.
Is this?
I can change, look, I'll show you.
Well, I was thinking if we moved it closer to you, it might eliminate your
Oh.
face.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, Jules is listening but multitasking.
Jules.
I figured Jules was still around.
Hi, Jules.
Would it reach over here, you think?
Oh, is it falling out of the thing?
Might have to be unplugged.
Yeah, it definitely has to be unplugged.
It looks somewhat long.
We're trying to get Forrest some more light on his pretty little face over there. We also do have more studio lights somewhere. I thought they were down here, but
How's this?
I don't see them.
Just like, I guess that's not really doing anything, is it?
I mean, a little bit, but not much.
It would be.
You don't have, like, a ring light, do you?
No, we have studio lights, but
Would that reflect on the TV too much?
no, it shouldn't. But I don't know where Forrest's studio lights are right
We should be getting Pennsylvania up in any moment
Yeah,
now.
it's about to go. I just was trying to get you a little more light before then, but if it's about to happen.
Trying to think. Let me. Hang on.
Needs more light. Is this on? I think this is working. All right.
You know what? If we take this and move it over here to kind of fill.
We've had the background on so little anyway.
Yeah, and it's necessary for the green screen, but I only need a tiny bit.
All right, it is 5 o'clock, which means it's 8
5
o'clock in areas that we want to look at. So Pennsylvania will likely be coming in pretty soon. Oh, we got something. We've got Maryland being called for Harris.
Ooh. That was expected though, right?
Yes.
Damn, Maryland was fast to be called.
Yeah, it was an instant call. Alabama and Mississippi have been called for Trump.
That's expected.
100%. Texas is coming in blue. With 8% counted, she is ahead by 81,000 votes.
Wow. Just 8% counted?
Just 8% counted. All right, we're getting numbers, baby. Oh, Oklahoma's coming in. We have an Oklahoma Trump win. We have a Kentucky and Tennessee win Tennessee win. That was already happening for Kentucky. Sorry, Tennessee win for Donald Trump. Oh, we have Pennsylvania coming in. And, okay, we have a Massachusetts call for Harris. Connecticut has been called for Harris. Rhode Island has been called for Harris. We have Pennsylvania coming in. Harris is ahead by about 100, almost 90,000 votes, somewhere around there. She is ahead by a lot, but that does not mean much. Very fireside chat. Like.
Yes.
So Pennsylvania looks okay right now, but we have the numbers only in for Pittsburgh, which is expected to go Harris. Philadelphia is where we want to see huge turnout, which we have heard is happening. So that is good.
Fireside Lounge with Forrest.
Fireside chat. Let me see if I
It's
can
a little bit of glare. But
raise my chair higher. I cannot.
you can
Do you
stand.
want that chair?
Standing. South Carolina has been called for Trump. Expected. That is where Lindsey Graham lives. You know, Miss Graham.
Miss Graham.
New Jersey is trending blue, though Republicans are convinced. They are convinced that they're going to win New Jersey. They are very confident in this race. I'll just be looking at it that way. They're very confident. Democrats have been cautiously, anxiously.
Oh shit, we got a bingo.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh, we never set up the bingo card all the way. Darn.
We should do
The
that.
Bat Lounge. Is that Bill? Hello,
Hello.
Bat Lounge.
Oh, Florida has been called for Donald Trump.
Yeah, that makes
With
sense.
1 million votes ahead. That is insane. That is a huge turnout for Trump. Trump is dominating
Yeah,
Florida
that's 4.5 hours earlier.
by
than it was
11
called last
points.
time.
11 points. Trump won Florida by 4 points in 2020, 4-5. He is winning by 11 points this year. That is a big, big, big Republican win. I expected win for him, but like when it comes to the difference in the results, Hillary Clinton only lost by 3-4, maybe a 2-3, something like that. Biden lost by 4. Obama won them in 2008, I think in 2012 too, and Trump is now winning by over 12 points or 11 points. That is huge. That's a big, big Trump switch. So we were looking at North Carolina, 6% in, still looking good for Harris.
Do we know why it's trending that way more?
There's a lot of different factors. Trump is appealing to Latino voters, which is surprising, but that is happening. The Puerto Rico garbage comments, might have helped Harris a little bit, but it is what it is.
Harris is winning Texas.
Yes,
Harris is gonna win Texas, Kel.
Yes, we're manifesting. Harris is winning Texas.
we wish she would win.
Forrest, we're manifesting.
My mic's not working.
Pennsylvania is the one we're looking at. She is ahead by 90,000 votes, which is good, but there's only 3% of votes in. Not very, not much to read into yet. I got my wine.
If anyone in chat would like to suggest any options for our election bingo, so far we have Kat walks across the decision desk, which just happened.
We need to fill out a lot more of these, though.
Yeah, we need some. Forrest, give us some bingo suggestions.
I have Harris wins surprise swing state. New Hampshire goes blue. Trump declares victory.
That's a
drinks
free
filled.
free space. Both of those are free spaces.
Right. Let's say.
I'm gonna say Ted Cruz loses.
Yeah.
Let's manifest that shit.
Miami is heavily going for Trump.
Bjork.
Miami's going for Trump?
They did in 2020 as well.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I know that's a big swing from Hillary Clinton winning it.
That's not good.
Yeah, no. Florida is a lost cause for Democrats at this point. They need to focus more on Texas. They need to focus more on North Carolina and Georgia. Florida, don't even look at it anymore. I mean, you can, but
Yeah,
don't.
It's not worth it.
Don't spend money there if you don't think, like, it.
Did Harris spend money there?
I don't think they decided to allocate it. There were people saying, you should, and there's a lot of TikToks that made it look like that Florida was some sort of competitive place, but it's not. It's not anymore. Georgia is more competitive than Florida, which is crazy because Georgia has always been very red. So I think it's just demographics are changing. People are moving. People are moving to Florida. People are moving out of Florida. People are moving, all around. More people are coming out to vote in Georgia. So it's hard to predict these elections with, every 4 years with people coming of age, voting age, people dying, yada. Young people tend to vote more blue. Older people tend to vote more red.
Putting that in the middle.
Oh, it'll if we add a lot more, it'll change the squares around.
size. Okay.
I expect Texas to switch to, Michigan's coming in. We've got 2% of Michigan votes in. I expect Texas to switch to red very soon.
Yeah, Texas will switch for sure.
I'm not, just based on Florida's numbers, it's definitely scaring me a little bit. If you are expecting or wanting Harris to win, Florida numbers are definitely concerning. We'll see. It could be that a lot of Biden 2020 voters are voting for Trump in 2024.
So far in Pennsylvania, Trump's support among independents is about 50% versus 44% in 2020. But that's with only how many, things have come in so far.
Texas just flipped red.
Yeah, Texas was always going to flip back red.
The electoral count is 95-35 right now. Harris is losing the popular vote by 1.7 million votes. Again, once we get California, New York in, things switch up when the popular vote.
This kind of always happens, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yes,
the
this is very
Democratic
normal.
nominee is always losing.
It always looks bad for Democrats at first.
Is New York in at all? Okay, yeah. Once New York comes in, the popular vote will flip. Like right now, we have Texas and Florida coming in, and all of the red southern states there. So we can't really trust the popular vote at the moment. I'm trying to scan news as it's coming in. It's so hard to pay attention to everything. I don't know why I thought that, we can be just like mainstream media when they have 100 people monitoring everything to feed to the anchors.
We can be just like mainstream media, you guys.
Absolutely.
Atlanta is coming in, but she is still behind Georgia.
Shit.
Abba, you're so cute.
Let's see.
When did you bring that little tree over here, Ryan?
Oh, it's always been there.
This whole time?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, this little tree's been here this entire time.
What's on it? Is it gonna pick up on the background?
Not very well.
It's a glitchy tree.
It is green after all.
Oh, Abba, I'm so allergic to you.
Who's winning Georgia right now?
Trump by 14 points.
NBC's saying it's too close to call.
Trump is winning by 2 points in Texas. Ohio, he is down by 5 points. She's ahead by 54 points in Pennsylvania, and she's ahead by 54 points in Michigan.
Rick Scott just won the Senate seat in
No,
Florida.
again, count all Democratic seats in House, like Senate seats and everything out for Republicans, or for Democrats. They are definitely, like, Florida is heavily red. It is
What about
mind-blowing. It's like a lot. Like, I am so, like, 1.2 million votes ahead Trump is. That is insane. That's huge.
That is insane.
That's crazy. It was 300, 400,000 votes and 200,000 votes in 2020. Let's see. Florida, 400, less than 400,000 votes. Now we're at 1.2 million.
I'm gonna angle the
He has gained 700,000 votes.
Third party seems higher in Florida than in other states as well. Is that?
No, it's 0.9 there. It's 1.9 in there. It's 1.7 in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
0.9 in Pennsylvania. 1.2 in Michigan, which I don't love seeing. But that's all combined. Stein is at 0.5. No, Florida is
She's a
definitely
star.
sickening to me.
She's a star. Okay, bingo. Bingo, Forrest.
Bingo for what?
We're making bingo.
Oh.
Someone has to leave because depression.
Most definitely. Depresso.
Maine decides to change state flag.
Oh yeah, when is that gonna come in?
I can look it up here.
What else did you want to keep an eye on? Let me pull up your little list.
Yeah, pull up my little list of things.
I think you should also change our background
I can change our background.
to this.
Okay. These are all such small images you sent me.
Yeah. I wasn't really screening them.
We need high resolution images, Cal. We need high res.
Some of the Spokane photos might be high res, hopefully.
Kansas and Oklahoma's coming in. Oklahoma has gone to Trump.
I need to see.
Kansas is beating Trump, which is, of course, expected. Trump is at 95. Harris is at 35, 60 points behind.
It's kind of fine.
We can't full screen it. But what the hell?
We're in hyperspace now.
God, this is nerve-wracking.
What other? We need a fun video. It's been a while. We're stressing. You showed me Biden bites baby and Trump blows Mike. I showed you Dark Mega. Forrest, what's a funny video of our lovely candidates from the last couple weeks?
What's Philly DC?
I don't know.
What are we saying over
About the census being wrong and attributing electoral votes incorrectly, which actually I think through this screen. we see, right? So with the last census, we had these changes to the electoral counts, and there was a talk about, well, actually the numbers are wrong and blah, blah, blah. I don't know the validity to it, but anything that sounds like a door to insanity, I would love to stay away from, right? It's the same reason we don't want to see a fucking tie. But yeah, here we go. Boom. And then reset the map. Interesting. Okay.
So all
We have Harris
the gray ones he
taking
had on
lead
that.
in Ohio. I don't like when, hey guys, when we get the percentages in, can we also find another source about how much of the vote is in? Because that
That's
would be
insane that
a big
something
key
like
thing.
this would,
Okay, Washington Post is saying 34% in Ohio.
the lead
Interesting
and not
numbers.
show
And
how
we'll have to
much
see
of
where
the votes
Yeah,
the rest
'cause
of the votes
Ohio
are.
just
Such
started
a
coming
pet
in.
peeve of mine, honestly. I feel like this election has been really quiet on my end. Haven't heard much. Really? Oh, I'm a political junkie, so
Kansas is coming in.
Kansas is coming in.
Kansas is an interesting one because of the split electoral vote. Harris is expected to win one of the 3 votes there because they split their electoral vote
Okay.
based on district. So right now she's in the lead, but she needs to win. I think it's
Is your mic going up?
this county. I'm not 100% sure. This area, she's gonna win one. If she lost it, then that means that the electoral college could be tied.
I don't know why it's probably my noise gate. Testing. Okay. How long has my mic been out? Jesus Christ.
And Gabe, I don't know about you, but I am very much trying to not see a lot of political content lately. Like, just like anytime it's like coming up on my feed, I'm like not engaging with it and not really opening things. And I don't know, just trying not to like put any emotional energy towards that up until this day. Like, I haven't really wanted to know anything that's happening, or I don't know. I don't like to get my hopes up or to feel depressed before I need to feel depressed about something. So it's been a good strategy this year. I've definitely felt better. Not better. I've felt like less attached to any outcome than I have in prior election years. Because I just haven't really been engaged with it. And that's been kind of healthier than I think my relationship to it used to be. But I also feel a little ignorant. Like, I feel a little like every time Ryan and Forrest and Zach are like, oh, all this stuff is happening. Have you seen this? Have you heard this? Did you see what this person did yesterday? And I'm just like, no. And they're like, how are you missing that? I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to see it, I don't think. But
Yeah, I mean, it's better to not let this stuff rule your life and be so plugged into it. It's definitely made my life worse over the past year, you know.
yeah.
Being so plugged into it, it's not good for you.
I think it's important to like stay up on global events. That's how I feel. Like it's important to stay informed on like what the US is doing and like the suffering that we're causing, and like I feel like that's really, I like have enough privilege that like a lot of that stuff isn't affecting me personally. So like I feel like I need to know like how we are fucking over like people, I don't know, in the US and without like outside the US. But
It looks like, was the Indiana governor ever set to be contentious, Forrest?
They hoped.
Mike Braun?
They hoped that they could do something there, but
Because he's projected to win, according to ABC.
or Republican.
Yeah, the Republican Mike Braun.
That was expected.
He's at 59% currently
Yeah.
versus 37% Jennifer McCormick.
That means he's underperforming Trump.
Trump is currently
Missouri's coming in.
63%, yeah.
Harris is down 8 points in Texas.
Is Austin in Texas? How's Austin faring?
Travis County? Or is it
It's so hard to tell. Maybe you can zoom in on it. Oh, I don't think Austin's in yet.
This is Austin. I'm sure.
Yeah, I think Travis County is Austin.
Yes, not yet. Houston is not in yet either.
Because Austin will lean Harris for sure. Yeah, Austin's Travis County.
I'm curious to see what some of the red states vote on, like legalizing cannabis.
Oh yeah, which states are is that
I think you put some on your list.
happening in? I did.
I know Florida's one. Looks like North and South Dakota and medical in Nebraska is what you wrote down.
Yeah. So let's look at
Do you want your cat to eat that plant? Oh my god, we have another cat appearance. Bjork.
Bjorksies.
Bjork's
She's
in the
staying
chat.
out of the camera.
Come here. She knows. She does not want to be
Oh
perceived.
my God. Florida ballot measure to legalize recreational marijuana fails.
Oh shit.
Whose wine was this?
That was mine. Thank you.
He's vocal in, Ron DeSantis was vocal in his opposition to the amendment. A 60% supermajority was required for the amendment to pass. I wish it showed the current vote, but yeah, the Hill's saying that it failed. That sucks for Florida. They do have medical marijuana in Florida, I believe.
I'm kind of surprised, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, marijuana should be overwhelmingly popular.
I mean, I feel like it probably is in Florida. It's just like, you know, where they get it.
Let's see.
York.
North Dakota. Can you not?
Give her to me. Come here. Psst, 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 psst.
My cat's just eating a plant over here. It's horrible.
Trump's lead just keeps growing in Texas.
Is North Dakota not in at all? Oh, no, it's not. In the slightest.
Bjorksies.
Trump's lead keeps growing where?
Texas, Georgia.
Oh, I really hope that is Atlanta, is Atlanta's county in at all in Georgia? It is?
What percentage of Georgia's in?
Oh, they're starting to show the county's percentages. I think 70%.
Oh shit, the camera stopped. Did the battery die? The battery might have died.
Stand by for technical
I thought it would have
difficulties.
kept charging. Oh shit.
Can we come over there? And we'll just do it from there.
Yeah, won't we do that?
Oh, no, one over here.
I can take a break from being on. Oh, the popcorn.
I think the battery on this thing was charging really slowly overnight. I was pretty surprised by it, but I hope that it would just keep charging enough to keep going.
Let me get my chair. Oh, hi. Can I sit with you?
You can sit on that stool too if you want.
Yeah, but I want to almost have a chair.
Do you have Discord for us?
No.
Should. So you could just send me links on Discord. Damn.
I got a baby here with me.
Did you plug the camera back in?
I plugged it in to charge.
Who's that?
Gotta say that I'm nervous about these numbers.
Right.
Not feeling great about the numbers.
All night, right? We say it, Savannah, Lester, you both said it, the battle of the sexes,
it won't
men
even
versus women.
play.
It gets a little bit more complicated.
NPC news on there. I do worry that we would get claimed on YouTube for playing NBC News, but maybe if we add something like over it, or it's just in like the corner.
Do you have water in your?
Yeah, we should.
Let's take a look at. I was hoping that we'd have an NBC.
North Dakota's coming in.
North Dakota's coming in?
Well, slightly.
What are we seeing?
Less than 1%.
Damn. Let me pull up. Might be able to get the Elgato hooked up with an HDMI and tier thing. I think I can do that. So we can get
The Florida number just makes me think that this is not a good sign.
yeah,
What'd you
it's
say?
The Florida number is
concerning.
very concerning. It's even growing, 1.3 million now.
Jesus.
Like he is blowing Florida out of the water. To a point where like I am concerned about the popular vote.
Let's try plugging this into HDMI
For what?
to pull up your screen. And like over here, let's add video capture device, Elgato. Might be 4 more years of darkness. I'm hoping not, but
It's not just like
oh yeah, look at that.
If it's 4 more years, it's
Nice.
our Supreme Court is fucked.
Yeah, it's not going to be good. Let's duplicate the scene. Let's call this one. Forest, let's. Like this. WebMe, I'm gonna take that away. There we go. Okay.
Georgia's not looking good.
Even with Atlanta coming in? So I'm getting the microphone a little bit closer to you there. But I can have it hanging down.
Ryan, can I play on your Steam Deck at some point?
Mm-hmm. Arizona authorities report 4 non-credible bomb threats. Arizona authorities said there were 4 non-credible bomb threats Tuesday from email addresses with Russia domains that sought to wait, this was happening in Georgia, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bomb threats?
Yeah.
Apparently it's happening in Arizona as well.
Hmm.
Arizona Secretary of State Adrian Fontes said at a news conference that the bomb threats were directed at Navajo County. He said they came from a .ru email address, but added that didn't necessarily mean they came from Russia. Motive appears to ensue chaos. I feel like if it's a .ru email address, that it's not really Russia. That seems like a troll thing. Like if it were Russia, I feel like that they disguise that better. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Harris is behind at 11 points in Georgia right now. 10.6 points.
Out of how many? 70% of the vote counted?
That's what it's saying in
I think that's
Atlanta. But like you see 71 there. You're seeing 82 there, 79 there.
Oh shit, it is updated then.
So that's not good.
Yeah. Wait, Atlanta can't be that low?
It's pretty fucking low for Atlanta, so...
Wait, click the show county leader thing up top there. I like that view better. Even though it shows less.
It shows Harris not winning Cobb County by a lot, which is not good.
Only 56% of the votes counted there, though.
We haven't had DeKalb County come in at all, which is a huge Democrat advantage. So that'll even it out a little bit. Okay, we got North Carolina.
Can you full screen this?
We've got North Carolina neck and neck. We've got Pennsylvania, still Harris dominating, but only 8% in. We've got Harris doing well in Michigan with only 5% in. New Jersey has gone to Harris, which Trump people thought it was going to go to Trump. But again, Trump is doing phenomenally well in states like Florida. Arkansas has gone to Trump. Oklahoma gone to Trump, so North Carolina just switched to Trump. Is neck and neck, North Carolina, which we don't expect Harris to win, but if she does, it's a upset. But he's overperforming in a lot of areas.
Next polls close in 26 minutes. CNN projects Trump to win Arkansas.
Yep. Already been called.
By AP. Florida is surprising to me with all the hurricane stuff.
That's insane. Like that number. Like, if that's any indication on how the rest of the country is viewing politics and viewing the candidates, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
It is a bad sign for Harris. That doesn't mean that's the case. You never know how other states are going to go, but it's not a good sign for Harris. So right now, there's a little doom and gloom feeling. But there's people that are feeling a little bit more optimistic on Twitter.
People are feeling optimistic on Twitter.
Not optimistic, but they're saying, yeah, no, this is not as unexpected as you would think. But there are a lot of people on Twitter, like Democrats, that thought Harris had a chance in Florida.
Say that again?
A lot of Democrats thought Harris had a chance in Florida.
Are you paused right now? Is that what you have up right now?
No.
No, we have his laptop plugged in here Oh, this is huge. A Nintendo the Switch 2 will be backwards compatible for sure.
Oh,
So,
cool.
That's good. They are still not announcing when they're going to announce it, but you know that's a cool thing. At least, it's also looking like a blowout for Hannah Montana.
Oh,
Here, so big news.
Of course.
Big news happening today. Yeah, I pulled up a tweet. Here, I can pull up the. I can give you your own little preview viewing.
Can you give me your Steam Deck too?
Oh yeah. You're good. Yeah, I'm feeling it already too.
Do you have food we can make it some more?
Sausages. Oh. You can also order like Red Robin or something. I'd be down for that. Oh. We could Uber something else, yeah. Oh, nice. There's a new game. Saves lots.
Perfect. For caravan? Thanks.
That's what you wanted, right? I am feeling the burnout, honestly. Like, I spent so long setting up the stream that I don't want to stop streaming. But part of me also does, you know? How are you feeling, Forrest?
Bad. Not good. Illinois has been called for Harris.
It's looking like Harris is at 71 electoral votes versus Trump's 101 so far. MAGA hats have taken over Palm Beach County Convention Center. There's not video of this. There's never video of these things. Almost every region of Florida shifted to the right. Miami-Dade saw the greatest increase with an 18% point shift to the right. Yeah, that's not looking good.
Yeah.
Is anywhere looking better for Harris than expected?
No. We have 52% of the vote in for Georgia, and she is down 11 points. We have 51% of the vote in Texas. She is down 5 points. We have 11% of the vote in Pennsylvania. She is up 62 points. We have 7% of Michigan, and she is up 20 points. No, 10 points. So, yeah. Just looking at it doesn't look good. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see in maybe 30 minutes, 20 minutes. But yeah, not exactly a celebration moment yet for any Democrat.
How's Michigan?
Michigan, she is only
7%.
Yeah, so don't look too far in. But I'm not loving Georgia or Texas numbers. North Carolina, she is down by 6 points. She was just tied, so she has lost a significant lead there. Virginia, she is supposed to win. She is losing by 0.3 points at the moment.
I don't understand, like, why is Pennsylvania and Michigan taking so damn long?
They were election day voters. So Pennsylvania, the majority of human beings in that state vote on election day. Oh.
Hey, girly. Showing your ass to the camera. Okay, so in a $270 to win, right? It's looking like she's going to be losing Georgia.
Yeah.
North Carolina
losing.
It's also
looking as if
she might lose North Carolina.
Yeah.
Nevada is still undecided, but Pennsylvania and Michigan say she wins those, right?
Technically, it looks like it.
We're nothing from Wisconsin. Wisconsin should start coming in.
Sorry.
You kick this desk so often. When is Wisconsin supposed to be coming in? Wisconsin's supposed to... Oh, 6 o'clock. Okay.
Harris just won Delaware.
Harris won Delaware?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a swing state, though.
No.
Are there any states she's expected to win that she is losing currently? Virginia? She's losing Virginia by how much?
We have 41% in. She's losing by 1.3 points, or 1.7 points.
It could just be Democratic parts that she is losing. But if she loses Virginia, but wins Wisconsin... Wait, if she loses Virginia, it's over, right?
Yeah.
Even if she wins everything else. Is Virginia a swing state?
No, it is not a swing state. Joe Biden won Virginia. It used to be a swing state, I think, but...
What the fuck's going on with Virginia?
Biden won it by 10 points in 2020. So right now she is running 11 points behind. 42% in. I don't know what areas have started to count. But
I'm going to stop you from eating that plant. It's going to be really bad for you and you're going to throw up.
We don't have, like, Richmond is barely... Oh, God. Well, that was scary. We barely have any votes in from Richmond County, which is where the capital is. So that likely going to Democrats, so that's definitely something to look at. We have Maine votes coming in. Not much yet. New Hampshire is still holding Democrat lead. Philadelphia County, 87.2 to 11.6.
Uh-huh.
So she is overperforming Biden's count so far in Philadelphia, which is good.
That's good.
See, the thing with Democrats is as long as they go into these large cities, that they usually win in these states that have a lot of red sprinkled all around it, but there's one or two big blue cities. As long as they get the turnout in those blue cities, they do well. We don't get those blue city results until later on, so that's why Democrats always do poorly at the beginning. So, Kansas just switched back blue, as we can see. Will that hold? No, it won't hold. Trump will win Kansas, but he will lose one electoral vote from Kansas because they split their electoral vote. You can also see up here with Maine, they have a little grayed out area. That is, they split their electoral votes as well. Trump usually wins one of them, or Republicans usually wins one of them, while Democrats usually win one from Kansas. So they tried to take that away this year, Republicans in Kansas, because they knew that Harris was maybe going to win 270 exact, and if they took that one away, that means 269. It takes 270 wins. That means 269 versus 269, meaning a tie, which goes to Republicans in the House. And we know how they're going to vote. They're going to go for Trump. So,
right. Also, hi Mint. What's going on? How are you? How are you feeling tonight? And yeah, that was a stream started on the TV that we didn't know about, and the volume was up to like 87% on the soundbar or on the TV. So. That's what that was.
Okay, so we are looking at a 6.7 loss so far in Texas and an 11-point loss in Georgia. Again, we haven't gotten all the counties that we need yet, so that always makes a difference when it comes to
right.
Changing it up a bit.
In Georgia specifically,
It keeps saying 70%, but it's not just Fulton County. To the right, actually, maybe I have votes coming in from DeKalb County.
Yeah, no, I think the counties are actually...
DeKalb County is important as well.
Which county is that?
DeKalb. It's always hard to find for me. There it is. 60% in. It should be better for her. I would count Georgia as a loss at this point.
You think so?
Yeah. But again, it's too close to call. You never know.
It's too close to call.
But it needs to be a little closer soon. Kentuckians have rejected Amendment 2. It's a ballot measure that would allow public funding to go to private schools. That's good.
They've rejected it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kentucky's voted against school choice, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying not to overthink and stress about tonight? Yeah, that's all we're doing. Glad to see Forrest being part of the stream nowadays. Yeah, I brought him in. He's my little Steve Kornacki.
Okay. Arkansas. The number for Trump just keeps growing in Florida.
Does it?
Yeah, it's crazy. 13 points. Harris got obliterated. Obliterated in Florida. 13.1 versus 4 points for Biden. 4 or 5 points, like in that margin. It is a huge swing towards the Republicans. So whatever race they ran there, whatever, like, they did it. They were successful. Yeah, so definitely count out Florida for Democrats for a long time. Just like Republicans should count out California. Though it has trended a little red.
California?
I mean, not red, but like, they're losing, they were up 60, now they're up 57, 56. So like, so they're like in New York, the governor, she did win a re-election, but not by a lot, not by the way that Cuomo won re-election. So, Democrats are losing game in New York as well.
Florida voters reject abortion rights amendment and keep in place the Governor Ron DeSantis' 6-week ban as the initiative fails to reach the required 60 vote threshold. The measure faced an uphill battle in the deeply red state where Trump, a Florida resident, said during campaign that he would vote against it.
That's crazy. So
that's surprising to me.
Abortion
honestly.
is not winning in Florida.
Even with how red Florida is going, I would have expected them to vote for the abortion.
Yeah,
measure.
like I would have expected them to vote against Harris, but still vote for the abortion initiative. So that is upsetting. That's scary. Florida keeps their ban, which
that is very surprising.
We hear the stories about women in Texas who were dying because, the doctors are afraid of going to prison, because the necessary is the reality is that you have to perform an abortion, and because of that, they fear going to jail, if a woman is miscarrying.
Right.
So they are bleeding out in parking lots, and yeah, so.
Hurricane did some damage to the state. I can imagine there being a few states with not accurate votes. It should be long enough after the hurricane that it shouldn't have that much impact on the voting, actually. Aside from making an impact on the way that people decide to vote, like which direction, which it appears to have not done anything for Harris. I don't know what to think about Florida.
Yeah.
But it's so surprising to me.
Yeah.
That Florida is turning this far red. First, you want to find us something on Uber Eats?
Yeah.
We can start browsing around. I'm just... I'm astounded. Why do I look always out of focus here? Like, continuous focus should be on. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, and I'm gonna restart this.
I think they called Illinois for Harris. I'm not sure how long ago that happened, but
Yeah, they definitely called it Illinois.
so 71 to 101, which
is Illinois a swing state?
no.
Yeah.
God, this country's gonna give that man power again. Crazy.
Oh, weird.
Whew. All right.
It shouldn't have swapped. Let me fix that. Oh. So Canada anyone? Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Do you want to move to Canada with us, Kel?
Yeah.
Might still be too close to the U.S. I don't know. We'd have to move so far to move to good Canada, though. I don't know if I see Georgia shifting 5 percentage points. With another, 33% of the vote?
What?
Do you see Georgia flipping 5 percentage points with another 33% of the vote? It's just far enough outside the U.S. that I can just be safe to watch chaos, right?
I would count Georgia out.
Yeah. Uncounted votes. Gwinnett County is only 16% of the vote counted so far in Georgia. And seems to be leaning blue. Atlanta still has a lot of the vote uncounted. Well, actually, Forrest, this doesn't look quite as bad. Look at how, look at this. Look how many, these are all the uncounted votes. And they're all, the majority of uncounted votes are in blue areas. Only 6% is counted in, Chatham County.
I mean, let me see what people online are saying. Usually there was a good insight from people who are following it.
Fulton County has a lot uncounted. Gwinnett County has a lot uncounted. DeKalb County has a lot uncounted. I don't think Georgia is entirely out. Looks like Karnaki's looking at Georgia right now. I want to switch and see what he's talking about on it when he starts talking. Free MAGA merch at Trump's watch party.
How you doing over there, Kel?
I'm stressing.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's Himbo saying?
I'm calling it in Germantum right now. Blue Wall is Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin.
What is... Jordan's gone. I mean, right now, we're pretty much waiting for another minute until Michigan's polls close. Then we can start seeing Michigan's votes come in. I mean, we're already seeing some Michigan votes, but in Michigan, for Michigan, Detroit has not yet, nothing's been counted in Detroit or in Grand Rapids. Votes started being counted in Oakland County and Washtenaw County. But most of the state has not, the polls haven't closed and they haven't started being counted. So
Abortion rights measure failed in Florida. That's crazy, though.
it is crazy that abortion failed in Florida. I think that's the first time I've seen an abortion measure fail.
It's a 60% threshold, though.
How much is it losing by?
I don't know.
I haven't seen anybody say how much it's losing by.
Were they expecting a win, Virginia?
Virginia is they would hope for a win, yes.
If she loses Virginia, she's done.
Yeah.
Virginia's... She can't lose Virginia.
Yeah. Wyoming just got called for Trump. South Dakota and North Dakota just got called for Trump. Nebraska, a few of the districts in Nebraska have been called for Trump. I think we're waiting to see if... Okay, I think Harris is leading certain parts. New Mexico, Trump is leading, but that is a Democratic stronghold. New York just got called for Harris. So Harris is not
Imagine if she lost New York.
I know. She's got New York, though. That's good. That's what we want. We just need to see Pennsylvania, Michigan go blue. Come on, baby. Come on. I need wine.
Entirely or just in Douglas County?
I'm also going to throw up.
So, no, Trump is leading in Georgia by 200, less than 200,000 votes, but still 200,000 votes. He's doing better in certain areas and doing worse in certain areas versus his 2020 results. So this is exciting, but also nerve-wracking.
Hang on. The counties around Richmond, only 8% of the votes in.
For North Carolina? Virginia.
For Virginia.
No, I expect Virginia to go blue, 100%.
Fairfax County is also largely unvoted.
Louisiana has been called for Trump.
Yeah, that's expected.
Yep.
Like, as always, don't be concerned when you mostly see red on... Well, I guess this map, the AP map actually shows each square as an electoral vote, right? Like, New Mexico has 5 red squares because it has 5 electoral votes.
Nebraska has 2, and they have multiple there, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't be worried about Virginia yet. It has so much. This is the uncounted votes. The bigger the circle, the more uncounted votes there are there. So Fairfax, which is leading for Harris by about double, 67 over twice as much. So there's a lot more coming in there. There is quite a bit more coming in Virginia Beach, which is leaning Trump, but it doesn't have as many people as Fairfax County has. So we're probably going to get, if Fairfax is anything to go by, she's going to get another, let's see, it'd be like 460,000 versus 214,000. So she should be leading by like 200,000 votes just in that county alone, which would put her ahead in Virginia. So I think Virginia's going to be all right. I wouldn't worry about Virginia. I say as I'm desperately worried about Virginia.
Sasha and I know I'm gonna be freaking out.
I just will like go nonverbal if I smell thoughts.
Yeah.
So,
Are we cooking the sausages? Are we ordering food?
I don't know. I don't want to cook sausages. We should order food.
Do you want to order Uber, like Qdoba?
You want burritos, Kel?
Or a burrito bowl.
Qdoba?
Not particularly.
What sounds good to you?
Colorado's votes are coming in.
I don't know. I've just been eating a lot of tacos and like Impossible burgers, so maybe
Uh-huh.
not that, but anything else.
Oh, I think we got New Jersey has been called for Harris, which is great. I think maybe that already happened. I'm not sure.
Let me take a look at Pennsylvania close here. So she's leading in Pennsylvania
By 27 points.
with 17% of the votes coming in.
She is leading by 7 points in Michigan. 7.1 in Michigan with 9% in.
Why are there so many counties with 0% of the votes? Or I guess it's just Lake County with Allentown.
She's still losing the popular vote by 2.9 million.
I mean, that's because of Florida
Florida definitely.
and Texas.
Yeah.
Like she'll regain a lot of that with California. I think Pennsylvania's looking good. Philadelphia still has only 15% of the vote counted. Dude, look at her lead in Pennsylvania.
In Philadelphia, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Philadelphia. 101 versus, and they're still only 15% counted.
Trump is doing better by 300,000 votes so far in Florida, and Harris is doing worse by 700,000.
I think Florida is just entirely a loss.
Yeah. But like if Florida, like the worry is that Florida is an indicator for other territories in the or areas in the United States. If Florida is,
You think so?
I mean, you don't know. You don't. Georgia apparently shifted blue versus red, and Florida shifted more red every year. You know, Texas is shifting blue every year, but I'm not sure right now about Texas. Georgia's also might be shifting red this year too. But if Florida is shifting that far red, that is an extreme shift.
That is an extreme shift.
That makes you worry about the rest of the country. So it's hard to tell.
Wisconsin votes should be coming in soon.
Yeah, if I were the Trump team, I'd be like smiling ear to ear about the Republican turnout for Florida. Trump won Texas.
It was called?
MSNBC just called it.
I mean, you know, she was not expected to flip. It was possible, you know, she could have.
That's a bummer.
Where Trump still won it in 2020, but he lost ground. Key question tonight, would he lose further ground? That's what Democrats are trying to do in Union County. We basically got all the vote in Union County now. You could see Trump, that's about a 25.5-point margin. Compare that to 4 years ago, Trump won it by 24. So no, Trump did not lose ground. In fact, he gained back a little bit here in Union County. That is what his campaign wants to see. They did not want any more slippage. You can go next door from Union County and you see another trend that I think we're starting to see pretty clearly in North Carolina, and I'll show you that now. This is Anson County, again, just about complete. This is a rural county with a large black population, and one of the concerns for Democrats was they believe the turnout in recent elections among African Americans in these rural counties has been lower than they need. You know, when Barack Obama ran and won the state in 2008, he did very well, won a lot of these counties. The question was, would Democrats improve in these counties tonight? What they've said said about the ground game, maybe having Harris at the top of the ticket, thinking this might help them. So you see it right here. This county looks like it's going to flip. Joe Biden won this by 4 points 4 years ago. Now Donald Trump, with just about all the vote in, is ahead by 3 in Anson County. Again, rural, large African-American population. A lot of counties that are similar to that are here in the eastern part of North Carolina. And again, we're starting to get most, if not all, the results. Vance County here, large, rural, African-American heavy population. Biden won it by 19. Tonight, Harris, just about all the vote in, is winning it by less, only 12 points right there. You can go next door to Warren County, 26 for Biden tonight. 20 for Kamala Harris, just about all the vote in. I think you might be starting to see the pattern here. Bertie County, majority African-American, rural. Biden, 21.5 points 4 years ago. Tonight, about 17 points.
Damn,
Still a little
Harris
bit to
is
come there,
underperforming
but Harris behind the Biden number so far. You could look down at Martin County. Again, large black population. Trump 5 4 years ago. Tonight, 13, with about 20% more to come. That's the pattern we're seeing very clearly, I think, in these rural counties with significant African-American populations where turnout and support level was a concern for Democrats. One thing you have to add in a lot of these counties, too, is that it may not just be turnout. There is also declining population in a lot of these counties, too, that might be affecting Democrats as well. But again, that's a pretty clear pattern right there. The other pattern that we're seeing in North Carolina statewide, we're tracking this is because, again, a lot of what comes out first in these counties is the early vote. It's the in-person vote. It's the mail-in vote.
She has to win the top 3.
What comes reported after that is the same day. We want to see, are there partisan differences between how those votes are going. So far, we are finding that Trump is doing better with the election day voters than he did with the pre-election, with the early voters. So as you get, when you get to 80%.
Okay.
Wisconsin is the closest of them all. If Trump wins Wisconsin, I'm really afraid. Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania have not voted against each other. Like, they've always voted together. We are seeing a lot of rule breaking when it comes to these, pseudoscience parts of politics. But they have usually voted together. Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, the 3 she needs to win, they have typically voted together, always.
Right.
So, Minnesota, which is Tim Walz's state,
there's
there's nothing.
3,000 votes.
Yeah. Minnesota, where Tim Walz is from, is leading red. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, this ain't shit yet.
New Hampshire's looking pretty good so far, which is good.
I wonder how long Wisconsin's going to take to get in.
We'll see. Iowa's in a little bit. It's coming in. Trump's leading. Like, if Florida is trending that far red, I can only see Iowa coming out that way too. Like, I don't know how that Seltzer poll is gonna look. Texas has been called for Trump on AP.
Okay.
He's winning by 600,000 votes. Oh, damn, that's a big margin. That's 9 points. So it's gone red this year instead of blue. So that means Ted Cruz might be winning his re-election. Don't love that. Oh man, Ted Cruz, he deserves a loss.
What's Jordan saying?
I just wanted to point out that if this man was having his own blood put in his face, it would literally be doing more than whatever the hell he's attempting.
That fucking Brian. His name is Brian, right? Seems like a fucking Brian.
Brian, because he will die.
Yeah, we're currently not sure what Jordan's saying, so we're gonna go away from their stream. We're missing a lot of context there.
Don't love Texas's number, but it is what it is. It shows that 2 big states are turning red.
Yeah. Carabas County.
I don't know anything about that.
So far in these rural counties with large black populations, not getting what they hoped for there. Still to come, though. We want to see how Wake finishes. We want to see Mecklenburg, the Triad. You got Greensboro. Again, we don't have a ton here. Greensboro, Forsyth County, where Winston-Salem is. So still a bit more to come there. And then Georgia, look, 70% in now. Trump continuing with an advantage here. It's about 243,000 votes, and we are getting a lot more clarity in the Metro Atlanta area. A couple of things. We talked about this. Democrats wanting to improve margins here. That's what they need to do. Cobb County is a place, this was a Republican stronghold not long ago where Democrats are running up the score lately. You see what...
Have we decided on a place to order food from?
No, sorry. I keep getting distracted.
So not burgers, not burritos. How's the game so far?
Trump has won Ohio.
You what?
I don't have to be that picky. I can eat burgers and burritos, but that just wouldn't be my top choice.
Got it.
Trump just won Ohio, which was expected.
Right. Yeah, that wasn't really.
Though it was an Obama win in 2008, but we're not in 2008.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah. Me either.
You know?
I can make the sausages.
I'm just not really feeling them now. I guess we could just air fry them.
Mm-hmm.
I just always worry about with meat undercooking it, I always have that fear of undercooking meat. Something new in Wisconsin.
God, he's increased to 1.4 million now in Florida.
1.4 million lead in Florida.
Yeah.
Only 2% of the vote counted in Wisconsin. They're really slow. Georgia. She's losing by about 125-ish thousand votes. Gwinnett County, she's leading by about 22%, and there's still a lot of votes to come in Gwinnett. Only 16% come in from there. She's also leading in Chatham County. There's still votes come in, but they don't have a lot of votes. There's still more Fulton County votes to come in. 75% have come in. She's leading by about 200,000. Georgia's not out of the question. See, Gwinnett has 70,000 in 16%. Cobb County still has a lot of votes come in. They still have a quarter of their votes come in. They're not as heavily blue. DeKalb County has a lot to come in still. And if she won Georgia, she could lose Michigan or Wisconsin. Karnaki's talking about.
In Trump by 17. Trump won this thing, by about 13 points and change in 2020. So we're, seeing a bit of what we saw in North Carolina, Randolph County, very small, but a lot of this is in right now. Biden won it by 9 in 2020. It's sitting there at about 8 points right now. What's left to be reported out in Randolph County is going to be that same-day vote. We're seeing this in a fair number of these counties, too. It's a bit similar, I think, to what we're looking at to what we're seeing so far in North Carolina. Here's another one, very small, but again, this is a large black population, 19 points here in 2020. Tonight it's sitting at about 16 and a half with just about all the votes. And again, these slight differences in a state like Georgia can make all the difference. Where of all these millions of votes, we expect about 5 million votes. And in 2020, it was separated by 12,000 of them. So again, if there's any slippage for Democrats here off that 2020 number in full, that's a very bad sign for them. And they are at right now. Harris is at 72.6. This is the biggest single county in Georgia, 72.6, 72.6. If this number starts dropping with the remaining vote, with that remaining same-day vote to come in, even though that looks like an enormous Democratic win, and by numbers it is, it may not be enormous enough. The Democrats don't want any slippage there, so we'll be paying close attention to that one too, Rachel, as we get more from Georgia.
Harris is having her lead being eaten into Michigan and Pennsylvania.
Six Republican Senate seats versus 4 Dems.
I think Ted Cruz won.
Ted Cruz won?
I'm pretty sure. Sounds like it. He's up about 300,000 votes.
Let's see.
God.
Cruz. NBC is saying it's too close to call. Oh my God.
Yeah, but Cruz is up. He's going to win. He's underperforming Harris. Or Trump, though.
Right. Well, folks, it's not looking good. Or I mean, it's not too far gone, but you know.
It's definitely not a blowout.
It's not a blowout. It's absolutely not a blowout. It's going to be a really close race. I don't get it. You know? Like, I just don't understand how people are willing to go back to this guy. I might be about out of stream energy.
Yeah. We can take a break and come back in a bit.
Yeah, we could.
How many? So we're still waiting on the whole West Coast.
Yeah.
And
It's looking like, let's see.
Michigan, or still waiting on Michigan?
Oops. So Nevada, Montana, and Utah are coming in at 7. Then
Wait.
California, Idaho, Oregon, and Washington are coming in at 8.
All right.
But honestly, only Nevada matters. It's coming in at 7. Nevada is the only swing state. Nothing else should move. Honestly. Oh, what are you saying?
I'm looking at Florida again.
How are you feeling? Are you about out of stream energy too?
I mean, I'm out of. It never feels good when the candidate you prefer to win is not ahead.
Yeah.
Popular vote wise, she is down by 3 million.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. I'm very nervous by the amount of turnout for Republicans in those states that have been blue but have gone red a little bit here and there.
It's
Definitely
crazy.
like it's the 1 million vote turnaround for Trump in Florida is unexpected for me. Like I know we expected Trump to win Florida, but I don't think we expected for him to win by over 1 billion points. So that is definitely, if we look at it and think, is that how the other individuals in the country are looking at it or feeling or voting, then you think, oh, wow, this might be a blowout for Trump, actually. So, which is crazy because he is, like, the whole accusation against Harris has been that she doesn't do well with speaking, but Trump has this whole weaving thing. He doesn't speak very well at all. So he doesn't win in that area. The economy, I mean, he cut taxes on the back of a deficit.
I like how he tried to spin the weaving thing. He tried to spin his rambling off.
It's like, I do the weave. I'm like, okay, but would you allow Harris to do the weave? Like, you wouldn't. You would call that incompetent. They call her stupid. To me, it feels like the voters are listening to that and actually going with it, which is crazy because she is a very intelligent individual. She passed the bar. Trump's never passed the bar. He couldn't pass the bar. He doesn't know anything about that stuff. She's been the district attorney, attorney general, senator, vice president, and if she could become the president, like, she is qualified. She is smart. She knows how to do the job. Like, to me, it's just the difference couldn't be clearer. More clearer. She is qualified. She knows what to do. And the supply chain issues from COVID are the reason why we're dealing with a lot of inflation right now. And then the majority of Americans have no idea that when inflation goes down, which it's down, it's at like 2.5%, I believe. When inflation go down, does not mean prices go down. You know, there's a reason why we don't have 50-cent gas or $1 gas anymore. Or we don't have a $2 minimum wage. inflation goes up, we have to adjust our cost of living. You know, we have to adjust the way we get paid from our employers. So that's what it's going to take. You know, whoever wins this presidency is going to enjoy, in my opinion, from what I can only imagine, is going to be a better economy. And it would really suck if Trump got a second chance at a booming economy, because when he came in 2017, he was under Obama's economy. Right now, we're under Trump's tax plan. You know, that expires in 2025. So when I hear people complaining about his tax plan, the way that the taxes are right now, I'm thinking, do you not know that you're under Trump's tax plan? Like, the taxes you're paying right now are because of Trump. We are not under a Biden or Harris tax plan. And so, and Republicans, you know, whole thing is reduce the debt, stop spending money. Yet when Trump came in, what did he do? He cut taxes on the back of a deficit. And then COVID hit, and then we had to spend a lot more money. He increased the debt by a lot. He was increasing the debt prior to COVID. So Republicans do not have an argument for he's good on the economy. He was unable to pass the infrastructure bill that he promised. He still has a concept of a plan for healthcare, even though he was saying over and over again, it's coming out in 4 weeks, it's coming out in 3 weeks, it's coming out next month. He doesn't have a healthcare plan. Mexico didn't pay for the wall. This guy has bamboozled people, and it's driving me nuts. I don't know how to feel about it.
And yet, like, you know, we're seeing so many people vote for him.
Yeah.
31 million so far.
Yeah.
Are you going to take off?
No.
Michigan is narrowing in. Oh, okay. I'm anxious, but
yeah, I don't know. Do you want to go offline for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah. We might come back to this later in the night, depending. But for right now, we're gonna go offline, and I honestly just kind of want to watch like MSNBC or some shit, and see what people are thinking about this. I don't know. AP seems to think that there's no surprises right now. They just put out a thing saying there's no surprises. Everything's kind of what it looks like for the polling.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be that it just looks worse right now. What?
Iowa has some votes in. 11% in. Harris is leading by 14 points.
I mean, maybe Harris.
Wisconsin has switched
Iowa
to Harris by 3 points.
That just happened. Wow.
Yeah.
Did Detroit start coming in?
Michigan?
Yeah.
Where's Detroit at?
Barely.
Is this Detroit?
Yeah.
Wayne?
1%.
Yeah, nothing. So, probably looks good so far. I don't know.
There's still a lot.
I feel like right now we are the typical Democrat place where it's like, oh my God, it looks terrifying, and yeah, Florida and Texas really suck to see. It really sucks to see Florida go that crazy Republican. That definitely eats into the popular vote, which again we know means nothing. But just if you think about it from is that the rest of the country? Are they also trending that way? Are they like? That's a huge swing for Trump. That's huge. I mean, Trump, like, that is the most impressive turnout we have seen. Like, Mitt Romney couldn't come close to that. John McCain, they didn't hit that. Like, Trump is killing it there. So, you know, but
it is incredible how good he's doing in
I mean,
Florida.
he has learned how to manipulate, in my opinion, people in such a good way. Like, he knows what he's doing, and it sucks. It really does. But I think he is manipulating people. He is not good for the economy. You know, this was unavoidable. Like, every single country in the world is dealing with inflation. That is a post-COVID situation.
we are doing better than every other country in the industrialized world.
What's going on in Kansas right now?
I know that they elected the Democrat instead of the Republican for Supreme Court.
Okay.
So, like, the vote is definitely split. They trust the president to be Republican, but they vote for Democrat. Like, Kentucky has a Democratic governor right now, but they are voting Trump 64-34. So they do not believe in Democrats running the country, but they have other.
Wait, Kansas? Harris is winning Kansas right now.
Yeah, but what is the vote share?
43.
I mean, it might be.
Kansas City and Wichita are the biggest uncounted so far.
Are you sure?
Kansas. Yeah. Well, is that Kansas City? Well, I mean, it's the blue areas that are still to be counted.
Yeah.
She's supposed to lose Kansas.
Yeah, absolutely. She will likely lose Kansas. She's supposed to lose Iowa, but even though the poll did say that she was ahead in Iowa.
But they're neck and neck.
But, like, the Florida poll, like, Trump is heavily outperforming his Florida lead.
Why isn't he outperforming Kansas, though?
God, it's almost at 1.5 million now.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me sick. Makes me sick.
Kansas seems strange. I don't know.
Carolina, I'm sick. New York, I'm sick. Alabama, I'm sick.
All right. We're going to go offline for a while. We might come back later tonight. We might not. I'm not quite sure yet. I will let you know. But if anyone's still watching, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. We might come back, depending. If it keeps being bad, we might not come back. I don't think I'll have the energy for it. If we start to see something, we might come back. But have a good night.